Okay guys, hello everyone, how are we all doing? And I hope you're looking forward to the stream. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to hopefully be pretty interesting. Hopefully it's going to turn into a stream series that we can pop into every week or so. I'm just going to give it a minute or so, just in case any people do decide to join who haven't joined just yet before we get started. And then we'll have a look over things before we decide where we're going to land. I do have somewhere in mind, but I'm undecided yet if that's where I am definitely going to land. So we're going to see if there's any other more promising regions first. Okay, so we've already decided to go on an adventure, which is what you need to do to start your Andal invasion, which gives you 7,500 men and 75 ships, so the perfect amount to carry them, but it starts you off straight away with a bad supply line, which is really annoying, so we risk losing a few hundred troops, but hopefully we can get on the ships quickly before that becomes a problem. Okay, so our founder of our house is Lord Duncan of Duncan's Grand Host. We've got the orange fox on blue. I decided to go for the standing fox this time rather than the sitting foxes before. I don't know why. I just thought, why not? Let's change it up, and it looks pretty cool. Hello, Ralph Putin, and hello, everybody else. Hello, Pipe. Hello, Blackstar. Who else have we got here? Hello, Flowers. Hello, Brady. But let's go over him then. We've gone very stewardship focused. The Grands in my headcanon were always steward based, so we've got a pretty decent stewardship, decent diplomacy and martial, but we're not overly amazing. I've tried to keep our stats fairly down. Obviously, we've had to do a few console commands just to set things up. We are a brilliant steward, a trained fighter, a knight, an administrator, and an architect. We're stubborn, ambitious, because you need ambitious to do a Andal invasion or some other traits. Honest, just, honourable, temperate, and diligent. We don't have any courtiers, unfortunately. I was going to make a load of custom courtiers, but I've been too busy this week and unfortunately haven't had a chance to do that. I've given us 1,000 gold as well, which is probably a little bit cheeky, but we want to be able to actually start setting things up when we do land there, and that money will not last long at all. So, yeah, why our host marches to get on those ships. I think they're already trying to go on the ships. Yes, they are. We'll have a look around Westeros. Let's have a look where there is to invade. We've started I think I started in the Hammer of Justice bookmark. So yes, we do. So we still have King Trist for the Hammer of Justice around. I wanted to make sure that House Mud was around. My god, 40 martial, that is insane. 9,000 men. So the Vale's already conquered, as we know. The Riverlands are split up. The Rock is pretty split up. There's lots of petty lordships in and around the Rock. The Crown lands are pretty split up with the bigger kingdoms of Duskendale and Rosby. Stormlands are mainly Durandon, apart from Tarth and Estamont, and then Dawn is completely split up because we're still a couple of thousand years probably before Nymeria's landing. We're not going to go up north, obviously, because that's where we went in the Knights of the North, so we want to avoid the north completely. I'll start by showing you the area which I was thinking of going, because obviously Blackwater Bay was the place in the Grand series, so I thought we'll go different to that. And also, if we go for Blackwater Bay, we only get the one province, and then it's going to be very hard to expand, and most of these other provinces in and around Blackwater Bay will just get completely swallowed up by the Stormlands and the Reach. So we're going to go somewhere a little bit more inland, but still a place where we would be able to get to by ship. And what I'm thinking is going to the God's Fort, as obviously Harrenhal hasn't been built yet, but this is a 7 Dements province, so lots and lots of potential for a lot of incomes and a lot of manpower. It means we would have to go to war with King Harold Butterwell. I think these are actually two high lordships as well, so we'd only get one of them, so we'd go for the Harrenhal one, which is all free here. I think you get Lolliston and Ataranta with it instead of elsewhere. There's not really anywhere else I'd like to go, I think, anymore. We'll leave the Northern Riverlands alone. Anything too west just doesn't feel right for me for an Andal invasion this early. There is the Stormlands. I'm not sure if they've converted by this bookmark. No, they're still Old God, so we could land in the Stormlands, but I'm not sure, to be honest. Tarth and Estamont are already Andal, so we can't do anything there. The same with the Hook, Bar Aemon are Andal, so we can't do anything there. Oh, Rosby and the Duskendale. No, they're not. They're still Old Gods, which is interesting. Mooton? What is Mooton? Mooton's also Old Gods. I know Vance is Andal over here. Yes, they are. But I think we're going to go for the God's Eye. Why not? We're nice and central. We could build a very powerful trade area all around the God's Eye. So, yeah, we'll go with that. Are we on our ships yet? Come on, guys. Hurry up and get on those ships. Right, we do need to go for our ambition. And all we can go for at the moment is to get married, so we will do that. We'll wait until we're landed, though, because then we can get some better options, probably. Hey, Max, welcome to the stream. We're going to go with the rulership focus, gives us +2 stewardship, so yeah, let's go for that, and we'll see what we get there. Obviously, we've also got House Grand's Valyrian Steel Sword, Peacekeeper. Couldn't forget to add that. Right, come on. Look, we've lost 250 of our men already, but that is where it starts you. There's no way to get to the ships without losing manpower. Thankfully, I don't think King Harold is that strong as we've seen. He's only got 2,500 men, so we should be okay. Right, here we go. Right, I don't think we're going to be able to sail up to the God's Eye, are we? So we're going to have to invade from the Muton lands or Darry. So we'll sail up Cracklaw Point and try and find somewhere to go. I'm really sorry to hear that, Mags. I hope things do work out for you. We've reached 100 messages already. Nice. Right, let's get our ships over here quickly then so we can actually dock our army. Shouldn't take too long, hopefully. The Faith Militant has been restored. Okay, well, can they be restored, really, when they probably don't really exist down south, so they must be elsewhere. The Faith of the Seven and the High Septon historically had two... Well, no, because we're not that historically yet, so I'm just going to cross that off for now, and we'll pretend that didn't pop up. Right, come on, ships. Let's get ourselves over to Maidenpool. Gonna have to excuse us, House Muton, as we are about to march through your lands. We'll wait until we land our army to declare war. I think as long as we're not in their lands, we should be able to do that. We could end up being neighbours to where Andalia is. I've just got the episode rendered just before the start of this stream, so the new episode will be live tomorrow. I didn't think I was going to get it done on time, but thankfully I managed to get most of it done today. Right now, let's declare war, and we've got the conquest of Butterwell, which would give us Butterwell and Shoreham, and yeah, the conquest of the God's Eye. How good is Butterwell? Okay, Butterwell's a pretty good province, because obviously we want to expand all the way around the God's Eye if we can, so that'd be a good province to get under us. Shoreham's not great. How is Lolly? Lolliston's half decent. Ataranta's okay, but yeah, the God's Fort is the one we want, so declare war, and adventurer conquest of the God's Fort. Perfect. Here we go. Hey Baron, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Stitch. I'm Stitch, idiot. Right, come on, dock the men, and let's march towards Lord Butterwell. Here we go, 7,500 men. Let's march straight onto the capital. Have we really got to go through the Duskendale lands to get there? Who are Duskendale at war with? They are attacking Cracklaw Baron straight away. But this is the reason I didn't want to go for Blackwater. I would have liked to, as that's meant to be the my head canon for House Grand, but it would have been a complete mess, and I don't want anything to go wrong. After the last two streams when we had those things go wrong and ruin the stream, I want to play it a little bit safe early on, just to make sure we get things happening. Right, apparently we've got a lot of open positions. We will invite some courtiers once we get a chance to. We've got Robar, Prince of Andalos, as a courtier. He's not very good, but he's probably better than the commanders we do presently have. So yeah, Kenneth isn't great, is he? So we'll go for Robar Capald. Why not? They were the poor bastards who, in the Knights of Andalia series, we used to keep the 7-star name going strong. Right. Here we go. Let's get left. You're now in a Twitter battle with a dickhead. Nice, Max. Good luck. I hope you win. Right. We're losing so many men. Right, yeah, once we get to Butterwell, we'll split up our men. Okay, so they've got 33 men raised in Butterwell. Where's the rest of his host gone? So we're going to slaughter that army, which is good. We'll see where the main Butterwell host is before we split our army in half. Hey, Jay Stewart. Welcome to the stream. Hey, Matthew. Right, okay, there we go. Right, so how well defended is it? 1,600 defenders. That's not bad. Where's the Butterwell armor? Okay, so he's already at war. He's defending against Leon of Leon Andal Coast. Oh my god, someone else is invading them as well. And they're also in a vassalization war with King Wallace of Blackwater Rush. Defending against the Shadow King, Montford of the Dustlands in Dustlands, Cracklaw Baron. Okay, so they're at war with a lot of people, so they've already marched away. Yeah, sorry, Matt. As I said earlier at the start of the stream, I've literally had no time to create any custom characters, so we're going to have to create them in-game as we expand, and I'll start adding your guys' characters, the ones that we think will fit, as we go through the series. I've literally had no free time. I do apologise. I've been doing loads today to try and get the Knights of Andalia episode ready for tomorrow, which is another good one, which I can't wait to go live. I'm really... I've always enjoyed that series. It's always been my favourite, but at the minute I'm absolutely loving it. I think it's been my favourite reign, full of chaos. Right, we will split this army in half. Let's send 2,000 to the God's Fort, which hopefully won't be too bad to try and assault this early in game. What houses do we have around here? Of the God's Fort, of Lollinston's Keep, and of Ataranta. So that's good. So we can actually do some messing around with those houses to replace them with our custom houses. How well defended is the God's Fort? And we're leading this smaller army with Robar apparently. Who's in charge of our main army then? Kenneth with his 6th Marshal. Wow. Let's see if we can find some decent characters then while we're sieging that. I'll slow it down just so we can keep an eye on it. Let's move this over here so we can keep an eye on the sieges. Let's search all. Let's see if we can find ourselves some decent characters who aren't dragons to invite martial-wise. We could do with getting some decent commanders, and then we can change the names and such of them. We've got a Firstman here who's very impressive, but of course we don't want a Firstman. He's actually really good as well, which is a shame. Let's invite him. We can do. Maybe we can convert him. He could be one of our first converted people. We've got a Yeti, which obviously we're not going to bother with. That's just ridiculous. Who have we got here? No, they're all different. Let's go my religion. Right, here we go. That's better. I should have done that to start with. I'm not sure why I didn't. Yes, I will keep the Butterwells as a vassal if we conquer them and manage to do that without... if we manage to conquer them without killing them, then definitely yes. I like to try and keep the cannon houses around where I can. Okay, so this guy's pretty good. Peter, he's a brilliant commander, unyielding, cavalry leader, and an organizer. He's pretty decent, and he's a Firstman, but he does worship the faith of the Seven, so let's send him a little gift. We've got plenty of gold, and invite him to court. You guys can come up with names. This is why I gave us that extra bit of gold as well, because you have to knight them or make them, obviously, noblemen so that we can edit them and give them sigils and such. Got another Firstman here who's faith of the Seven. He's an inspiring leader and an organizer, so he's pretty decent as well. So let's send him. We need more Andals instead of these freaking Firstmen. There's got to be some decent Andals around who aren't Firstman. They're all Firstmen. Okay, here's a good Firstman. There's only a trained fighter, but he's a siege leader. Always useful. So let's see. Oh, damn, I've wasted money on him. We can't actually invite him to court. Stupid move by me. Aha, we've got an Andal. A heavy infantry leader and a defender. Perfect. We've actually found an Andal, and he's willing to come to court. Perfect. Without us even having to send him any payments. That's probably going to be enough commanders. We've got this guy here. He's pretty good as well, actually. Let's invite him to court. That'll do for commander-wise. We don't want to get too many courtiers. Let's look at some diplomats. Perfect. We've got one here who's willing to join straight up. So we'll invite him. We're not going to really need it. Wow, look at this guy. Genius, skilled fighter. Not interested, though, unfortunately. No, he's not that great. Stewardship. We do need a second steward, of course. Along with us, we've got this woman here. She'd probably be a decent bride, but we'll try and get a bride from a decent house. Here we go. This guy. He's an Andal. He's a treasurer. Let's invite him to court. He can serve as our steward. Intrigue. Have we got anyone decent? We've got a Firstman here. An architect. He's got decent intrigue, but not really any decent traits. So we'll probably avoid that. See if we can find someone a little bit better. Maybe Firstman, Veilman. I'd like an Andal if possible. Ah, this guy's not too bad. Poor fighter, a knight. Envious, deceitful, zealous. Oh, yes, we want some zealots if we can. And this guy underneath him is a genius as well. Let's invite them both. We can make use of both of these, maybe. We haven't got to send them any gifts, so perfect. Invite to court. And let's see if we can get someone with some decent learning. Here we go. Lucian Courtier in Rathtown. And he's a Septon. Perfect. There we go. We can invite him as our personal Septon. So we should be sorted now for those courtiers. We needed to get ourselves some courtiers. Right. Let's see if we can get this war underway. We need to take the lands that we obviously want to siege. We need to smash the Butterwell army as well. I'm just going to see if make sure I've not missed any comments. I do apologise. I'm really bad for keeping an eye on them. To the Honourable Lord Duncan, your wisdom and mercy are legendary. I accept your gracious invitation and will join your court forthwith. Perfect. So that's going to give us some decent commanders at least, which is what we really need. And we've got Sir Garce, who's joined us as well, which is perfect. And Jonas has joined us as well. Perfect. Right, let's get some of these commanders in charge. We can't change ourselves from here. Let's get rid of Robar then, and let's... Oh, we need to actually make them commanders. Duh, being stupid. Right, Sorry, Orland, with your free marshal, but I'm afraid we're going to go for Peter instead, and he's a siege leader, so let's get him in charge of the siege of Butterwell. Let's see what other commanders we can add. Kenneth, I apologise, but we're going to replace you with Jonas, and we'll get him on the flank with us. And I don't know if any of us joined yet, did they? Let's have a look if we get rid of Lucius. No, we've got our other courtiers joined first. But we'll sort our councils out once we've won the war. We want to win the war before we do that. Peace be with you. I accept your gracious invitation and we'll join your court forthwith. Perfect. That was our Septon. Perfect. So at least we've got a Septon. Septon Lucian. And Edmin, a Firstman. He was the heavy infantry leader, trickster, and a flanker. Perfect. Yeah, we will add some characters as we move on, but first let's get ourselves landed, and then we can have a look at what we've got, a look at the lands around them, try and find out a bit about the characters before we make a name for them. We'll try and make something that actually fits for the characters that we've landed there. Right, so we've got another commander now, haven't we? So let's get someone with Peter. Oh, no, we've not got any of the other ones just yet. Who are you? Norbert. That was our steward. Okay, perfect. Your wisdom and mercy are legendary. I accept your invitation. That was the genius, so we can try and do something with him. So we've got a decent selection of courtiers that have joined us. Mainly Andals. Ooh, Faith of the Seven, which is perfect. Some zealots as well, which is what we definitely want. Blessed upon you and your house. I accept your great invitation. Which one was this? Aha, commander. And he's unyielding. Perfect. Just what we need. Unyielding leaders, as you will find out in the next episode of Knights of the North, can be very, very, very overpowered. Which one was it? It was you, wasn't it? There we go. So can we add you to this? Why can we not? We do not have enough manpower there, unfortunately. Right, we've got Peter. We'll go for... Where has he gone? Where's he gone? Unyielding. It was Hallian, wasn't it? There we go. Perfect. Right. How much more till we siege on Butterwell? Not too bad. Is this Leon of Andal's coast? Aha, so that's the other guy who's invading Butterwell. His host doesn't seem as impressive as ours, so that's good. And he's also coming up as an enemy, so we could try and crush him if he gets in the way. But we'll save our manpower. We don't want to waste manpower on somebody else if we don't have to. We'll do that as we progress a little bit further, of course. We want to make... If we need to attack them, we will. But I don't think he's going to come near us with a host as petty as that. I do need to go around and attack Lord Butterwell's army here, but first let's get Butterwell under siege. Crownless is a god on earth. Yes, as you all guessed, it is Donald Crownless, who is an amazing, amazing commander. Unfortunately for the Andalian forces. But I won't spoil anything. You all seen at the end of the last episode that he was somehow starting to turn the fate. Aha, and this army has now decided to try and siege Shoreham. Are they actually trying to take the Butterwell lands? Andal invades Evasion. Oh no, of the God's Eye. They are trying to take the God's Eye. That's fine. So once we take Butterwell, we're going to march on and get rid of this other Andal host who's trying to take our land. Have you got a name for the God's Fort yet? No, I've not got a name yet. We will probably change the name of that, to be honest. Probably Lolliston and Ataranta as well. We can probably think of more interesting names. None of them are too canon. Obviously, as you know, I don't like to change the really, like, well-known names. So, like, Casterly Rock, for instance, I will not consider changing the name of it, or Maidenpool, or as such. You know the score from the Knights of Andalia, how it works. Like, we wouldn't change Stonehenge, but we might change Leicester or Goodbrook, for example. Right, come on, come on, nearly siege Butterwell. It should give us a huge amount of war. Hopefully, because we've got a siege leader there, we can get some high-value prisoners and end the war straight away. That would be perfect. But if not, we'll go the longer route. I can't see us not winning. There we go, the siege of Butterwell is completed. Perfect. And the siege of the God's Fort as well. Right, let's march on to this army here. Let's just get rid of that other Andal host. I feel slightly guilty with the Grand Fort. Do you know what? I think we're going to have to go for that, aren't we? That just instantly to me was like, yes, that is awesome. Yeah, we're going to go for the Grand Fort. And I think you both like did it at the same time as well, which is awesome. 3 of you put it like around the same time. So yeah, we're going to go for the Grand Fort. Great idea, guys. I love that. Yeah, perfect. Right, where is that Butterwell host going? Is he trying to march onto us now? We'll march our army round to Butterwell, just so we're close by if he does march onto that. Do we have a defensive bonus or anything in the God's Fort? I just need to move my chat up so I can see. No, we don't get any sort of bonuses there. So we do need our other army close by just in case. Right, come on. 4,000 will finish the siege of Butterwell as we march north to aid our main host. Who, okay, yeah, they're doing pretty well in their siege. As I said, we're going to try and keep this stream nice and slow. If I start going too fast, which I can do in streams sometimes, just tell me to slow down, guys. We want this to be a stream series, which we can come back to. It'll be every Friday, as I do my streams on Friday, but when my hours go back to normal at work, because at the minute I'm working very excessive hours, as we're very busy, as we've only just gone back to work from COVID, so we're pretty far behind. But once my hours do return to normal, I'd like to do this stream several times a week as a stream series. And right, how well defended is the next bit of Butterwell? 982. Do you know what? I think we'll march around there. We've got that sieged enough. Let's go and smash the Butterwell host, because we'll get a hell of a lot of war score from that, hopefully. Hey B, welcome to the stream, pal. Ralph Putin had many friends at court. He knew. Oh, I didn't know Ralph Putin was half Jonas Slint. Right, yeah, we're going to hopefully smash the Butterwell host pretty easy. I can't imagine. What is Lord Butterwell even like? A poor fighter, and he's also in hiding. Fair enough, so that's why we didn't have a chance of kidnapping him. That's fine. 345 defenders. We won't bother call the city of Foxton. I do like Foxton. That sounds pretty cool. There's Foxton Locks, which is nearby where I live as well. Well, fairly nearby. It's in Leicester. Leicester's well known for its foxes. Probably why I love the animal so much, as well as the Leicester City as well, the foxes. Yeah, I'm not going to give any spoilers. All I gave was that little bit about Donald Crannis, but you all know how much of a beast he is anyway. You'll see in the next episode. It will be live tomorrow midday-ish, so you've not got very long to wait. And also, we've captured a prisoner, Lord Daffin of the Godsfort. Perfect. We're going to be usurping his title pretty soon anyway, so it doesn't matter. Your last name is a translation of goats. Very nice. Right, so literally we're at 98%. All we've got to do is assault the Godsfort, and we've won, but I don't want to use up too many of our event troops. We can try and enforce demand. No, he's not willing to accept the enforced demands. That's fine. Hopefully won't have to wait too long to get a claim on Butterwell, so that we can get him under our control before somebody else invades Butterwell. Right, what's going on here? Has House Vance now split? He's in hiding, and he's defending against Lord Simeon of the Crag. Okay, so is Riverrun now gone independent? Lord Axel Tully. Okay, so we do have the Tullys in this bookmark, which is interesting, because in the Knights of Andalia bookmark, which is literally the Hungry Wolf, is literally just the bookmark before the Hammer of Justice. It's only about 30 years before, and there are no Tullys, so that's interesting. My prisoner, Lord Daffin of Godsfort, is complaining about his dark cell. We'll let him rot for now. We're going to be taking his titles. It doesn't really matter. Let's just go for the assault. We should be able to take that pretty easy. And there we go, 100%. That was a very easy Andal invasion. Let's offer peace and enforce our demands. Yes, perfect. Lord Duncan of Duncan Grant's host has usurped the title High Lordship of the God's Eye from King Harold of the God's Eye. Lord Duncan's conquest of the God's Eye has ended. Perfect. And that should now be... Oh, no, it's not ours. That's not ours. That's not ours. So, where... Oh, we actually took Butterwell. Okay, I wasn't expecting to take Butterwell. Nice. So, there's only Sean. Will that give us a claim on... Yes, it actually, we can just invade. So, when the truce ends, which is 10 years from now... Oh, bollocks. Unless King Harold were to die, and there are plenty of Butterwells around, one of them even in the Night's Watch, which is interesting. I wasn't expecting to take Butterwell. Right, but anyway, yes, let's revoke your title, which is going to upset our other vassals by 15, but it's not going to matter when we revoke the titles of all of our vassals, is it? Let's have a look at you, actually, Lord Zachary. You are a Firstman, so we want to get rid of you if we can, to be honest, and you're not canon anyway, so it's fine. We do want to make the Godsfort our capital, but we're currently at war. Ah, so their invasion of the God's Eye is now against us. Okay, that's fair enough. It should be pretty easy to end. It looks like you've only got 284 men, so that's fine. Right, I think we probably will, if we can, as you're mentioning the Vances, try and maybe get a alliance with the Vances, as they're about the only other Andal kings in and around the Trident. So if we can get an alliance, and then at least we've got someone to back us in any wars if we need them. No, we are going to add customs. We'll do certain things with the customs. We have to use a couple of console commands. I don't want to go too in-depth with them. We'll do as we do, like in the Darklings series and the Dane series, where we'll make the sigils and such for people. Maybe add 1 or 2 traits, but we're not going over the top because it will just take too long to do. We are unmarried. Hopefully now we can get a decent marriage. We'll look into that once we win this war. We need to sort our council out as well. We'll see where we want to land people. Will he be willing to... We'll take the Lordship of Lolliston. We'll revoke the title of Ataranta as well. That's fine. And then we can gift them to our own men, which is going to make them loyal, make them lords, which will work perfectly for us. Right. Let's have a look at our council then. We should have a pretty good council now. May live in harmony contentment. I humbly accept your decision to revoke the Lordship of Lolliston, though it grieves me deeply. Thank you very much. That's Lolliston under us, the God's Fort, Butterwell. I want to see if we can get a Butterwell in our court. Can we invite... Well, he's only got a prince son. We can't invite to court. So, then again, maybe when we take short bits, an invasion, we might end up taking it. We can do something, even if we have to force command him to our court. It's what I sometimes have to do in Knights of Andalia. I do want to keep the Butterwells around in Butterwell. So, yeah, we want to make sure they don't go extinct. I don't like extincting cannon houses where we can avoid it. Hopefully this is all they've got left of their host so that we get 100% straight away, because I don't really want this war to drag on. I want to set up our new lands, of course. Peace with you. I humbly accept the decision to revoke the Lordship of Ataranta. Perfect. So it's just... Oh no, we took the God's Fort straight away. So perfect. We've now got all of those for ourselves, which puts us slightly over our vassal limit now, but we're going to be giving them away anyway. So let's have a look who we have got in our court that we want to give lands to. I might keep the Capouds around this time. Then again, their sigil is really shit. Let's have a look who else we've got in our court that we could give these lands to. We've got Lucius, who isn't anything impressive. We want to use our impressive ones. Orland isn't really anything impressive. Septon Cormond. We've got Peter, who is a Firstman though, but he is an Andal. Jonas, and I meant a Faith of the Seven, sorry, not an Andal. We've got Jonas, who's pretty impressive. He's a poor fighter, but he's pretty decent, so we will grant him some land. Let's grant him the landed title of... Let's give him Ataranta, why not? Including the lower titles, send. So that should give us now one very loyal vassal. Yes, 100% perfect. So at least this way, we'll keep Butterwell and the God's Fort for ourselves. So until we get the Butterwells around, at least we can get the double income. Hey Uno, welcome to the stream. I will check the comments in a minute to see if I've missed anything. I'm not ignoring. I do apologise. I'm just trying to set things up here. Who we got here? Sir Hallion, a skilled fighter. Wow, he's pretty decent. I may go for Sir Hallion. Beslan, Firstman, inspiring leader, ambitious. We don't want too many ambitious. Was Hallion ambitious? No, he wasn't. He was patient, envious, greedy, lustful. Byra, not really that good. Roland, a genius. Andal with really good intrigue. Yeah, I don't want to give you land. Norbert, did we look at Norbert? He was our steward. Could give Norbert some land. Craven, envious, patient. No, let's go for Hallion. Hallion was very impressive. Let's give him some land. We'll grant you the landed title, the Lordship of Lolliston, including the smaller title. There we go, perfect. Right. Is this going to end this war for us? Battle of Tumbleth Fall. Done. Yes, 100% perfect. So at least we've now ended that. Offer peace. Enforce demands. Perfect. Done. All wars out of the way. We will keep our troops together. There are event troops, free troops. We don't want to waste them. Right. God's Fort. Make capital. We can't change again for 600 months. That's fine. And we want it to be the Grand Fort, of course. So let's get straight on to that. The Lordship of the God's Fort is grand. Oh, God. I clicked on the wrong thing. Name Grand Fort. Perfect. I like it. Almost like Grand Port. Just one letter change. Nice. Alright, so let's have a look. Right, so we've got the Lords of Lolliston, who are House of Loom. Loom. I quite like that, actually. Sigil's a bit crap, but... And in Ataranta, we've got House Viridmanis. So, yeah, we want new names and sigils for those guys. So, we'll see what you guys can come up with to go in those lands. While we do that, I'll leave it paused while you guys throw some ideas at me, and we'll sort out our lordships while we're at it. House Celeste, a white unicorn on a blue background. Unicorn's interesting, it's very different. We've got House Oakenshield, Ralph Putin. We do need to find our bride as well. Let's have a look. Right, so let's pick out our court. Master at Arms, I think we're going to go for Lord... which one was it? It was Lord Bryn Maris, wasn't it? Then again, he's a poor fighter. We've got a skilled fighter here in Edmund. So Edmund can be our Master at Arms. We'll get him to just train troops for now in the God's Fort. Our Master of Laws, we've got Goss, who's pretty good. Sir Goss, he's really decent, actually. So we'll go for him. House Aelus, is that how you'd say it, Flowers? Aelus, Aelos, Aelus. House Moxley, sigil, 2 white swords crossed on a brown field. Moxley, I do like that. I do quite like Moxley. House Goat Slayer, sigil, white skin on red. Goat Slayer. House Morgoth. What else have we got? I think that's it. So, oh no, I've seen a red heart. A red heart. I nearly missed that one. House Idea, House Kiss. House Kiss, a white on a red heart. Butters, you're still grounded, I hope. Treasurer, we've got Norbert. Collect taxes in the God's Vault, please. Hopefully get some nice income from there. What do we need to do with our Justice? I don't really know what to do with you just yet, because we don't actually need to get a claim on Shoreham. Castellan, our Hand of the King. Who do we go with for our Hand of the King? We're not actually a king yet, are we, either? But once we take Shoreham, we will be able to be a king, because you only need the 2 high lordships, so it'll be pretty easy to get. House Congrove, a half white. Oh, I did like that sigil, to be fair, Chris, in the original Grand Series, so that's a maybe. Spymaster, let's have a look. Byra, but then we have the genius guy as well, who's an elusive shadow, and he's a flamboyant schemer. We'll go with Roland. He's slightly better, even though his intrigue's 1 less. He's probably better overall. And we've got 2 Andals. We've got a Septon. Right, so for our physician, we'll go with this guy. He's a lot better in learning, and then our Septon, the other guy, can be our Septon. Of course, we need to straight away start converting the God's Fort to the Faith of the Seven. You didn't serve the court. Don't know what to do with our Spymaster just yet. We just need our Hand of the King now. We don't really have any friends or such. We could use Jonas of Ataranta. Let's use Lord Jonas. Right, so let's have a look what we've got. Which one was it that I liked? There was one that I really liked. I need to scroll back up to find it. Moxley. I really liked Moxley. And I like the sigil idea. I like ones with swords. So, in Lolliston, let's go with House Moxley, shall we? Why not? I quite like that. Different. And if I'm correct, I believe the swords are near the end, the crossing over swords, just past these animals, so hopefully we can get to them pretty quick. And as it's not a recording, it's a stream, you're going to have to actually sit through me dashing through all these, as we're not going to be able to, I'm not going to be able to edit it out. I'm sure the cross swords are oh no, the cross swords are earlier. I'm mistaken. I am very mistaken. The cross swords are a lot earlier, aren't they? They're before these sigils here somewhere. Before the animals, and before the fish. They should be around there somewhere, I'm sure, along with the crossed axes and that sort of thing. Obviously, you've got the axes like House Josso that are also around here somewhere. Past all the lines. There's flipping hundreds and hundreds of lines here. There we go. We've got the crossed axes. So, are the crossed swords around here somewhere? We can definitely get crossed swords. I'm sure I've seen crossed swords. Maybe they're before the axes. They've got to be around here somewhere. A sword and an arrow. Maybe there's not cross swords. Okay, so it doesn't look like we have cross swords. So let's... Could go with a sword with the arrow, which is different. Let's go for the sword with the arrow. And the colours were they brown on white, if I remember right? I'm sorry if I make a mistake. Just let me know that I've made a mistake and I can change it pretty quickly. House Moxley, House Moxley, House Moxley. 2 white swords crossed on a brown field, so we want white swords and a brown field. There we go. Very nice. Simple, but nice. And now I need to pick, and I've got the hard task of picking another name for Lord Jonas. Let's have a look what we've got. Moxley, Aelus, Oakenshield, House Butters, House Seahand, House Melstore, House Grey Eye, a black eye on a blue background. Got something stuck in my throat. House 7 Star, House Unar, House Congrove, House Lightwing, a white swan on blue. I do like the sigil, but I'm not sure if about Lightwing. Can you think of maybe a different name pipe? I love the swan on blue though, because the swan on blue looks so nice. And at least then I get to use it, because I used it for House Upton in Knights of the North, and he died pretty quickly and got replaced by Wilbert Josso. House High Oak, I do like High Oak as well, that's pretty good. House Gibson, I quite like that. House Stonk, House Apollo, House Bright Star, House Goldsword, House Putin, House Sinclair, House Starwing, House Goldsword. Trying to use ones that we've not used, something a little bit different. What should we go with? What should we go with? I picked the sigil that I like. So, Pipe, if you can think of another name. House Swanton. Yes, why not? Swanton. And then we'll go with the Swan, which I'm pretty sure. And I've just realised who put House Swanton, so that's going to look like favouritism now. And I hadn't even realised who'd put it. I'm thinking there's 2 sigils for us. No, I think the Swan's further on, isn't it? It's near the end of the animals, if I remember correctly. Oh, purple and white looks so nice. I've got a goose, crow, so the Swan's around here somewhere, I think, isn't it? I've gone past it. It's near the Is it near the peacock? Pretty sure it's near the peacock. I think there are more birds, though, as you get further to the end. Where are you, damn swan? We must have gone past the Swan. House Bittersteel, haha. I'm going to try and use one that's not one in the actual canon world. Where is the damn Swan? I thought it was further on, but I am mistaken. Where are you, Swan? Ah, peacock. Where's the Swan? Where are you, Swan? Maybe it was earlier on. I thought the Swan was near the end. There's the wolves. I just went past it. Oh, damn it. We'll just go this way a little bit, in case it's near the other birds. But I don't think it is. I think I may have gone past it. I've seen the goose, but not the Swan. Unless it's with the earlier on birds. We'll just check while we're over this way. Yeah, it must... Aha! Here's the Swan. Was it a white Swan on blue? I think it was a Swansea Sitter. Boo. There we go. The blue with the white. And I think you can actually change the bill, can't you? Yes, so we'll go with the nice orange. Actually, the orange doesn't stand out as well as that lighter orange. There we go. And we want House Swanton, wasn't it? I think it was. House Swanton. Perfect. Okay. So that's our 2 houses. We can use some of the we've also got vassals underneath us, haven't we? So if we go on our vassals, we will have our barons, so we can do something with those. So we've got Duncan, he's the master, so we won't bother with masters because they don't inherit. So we'll only do masters of castles. Do we not have any? Do we have mainly cities? We have 2 cities and a sept under us. Oh, okay. Lollinston has 2 cities under it as well, and Ataranta has a city under it. Do you know what? So we've actually picked a really good place. All these cities for trade, which is perfect. And there's 2 cities under Butterwell. There's literally no castles under any of our lands other than the main castles, which is crazy. So, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to name any of those at present. Right, so we can pause, let things happen. We need to get married. Let's see if there's any eligible Vances that we could maybe marry. He does have a sister, Laurel Vance, who is unmarried. She's just ambitious and honourable, an Ingrative Webweaver. She's not overly impressive, is she, to be honest, but we want that alliance more than anything. His daughter is only 8 years old, so she's way too young. Wow, he's a formidable fighter, Lord Vance. Nice. I don't think there's any... What do we have up here? Willowwood. Old gods by the looks of it. What about House Viprin? Okay, House Viprin is Andal, and he has a sister who is unmarried, 25, a dutiful command. She's not overly impressive either. So there isn't really any... So we may as well probably go for that Vance. House Piper, old gods, yes. Most of them are old gods. Blackwater Rush, old gods. I want an ally close by. We'll go with the Vances. They're close by. We'll go with his sister, even though she's not that impressive. And, oh, she's actually in hiding, so will we be able to actually... Yeah, so we can't actually do anything. That's annoying. Maybe we'll go with somebody else then. Ah, yes, the city of Foxton. You're right, right. So, we've got Godstown. So that needs to now be Foxton, doesn't it? So, vassals. Who is in charge of Foxton? Of Godstown. There we go, Godstown. You. The city of Godstown. Let's change that to Foxton. Don't forget you can come up with names for Lolliston and Ataranta as well. They need new names, guys. So, yeah, come up with some ideas. Hey, Jacob, welcome to the stream. And hello, Frederick, as well. And did someone else just pop up saying that they've only just arrived as well? I'm pretty sure somebody else said it as well. Marry a Viprin. Yeah, we could go for the Viprins instead if the Vances aren't up for it. They're pretty close by. So, let's have a look at his sister. Are they at war with anyone, either the Viperins? Because if not, that's perfect. Yeah, they're not at war with anyone, which is good. So we'll marry her instead. She's not overly impressive, but we just need to get our wife so we can start producing some heirs. And he's not interested in that marriage, which is disappointing. Is it because they're classed as kings? Maybe it's because they're kings and we're lords. That's a shame. We'll just find a decent character to marry ourselves to instead then. Married? No. Gender? Woman. Now let's have a look for someone with really... We've got to look for someone with really good stewardship. So that we've got two. Ambitious, deceitful. She's a competent steward. Is there anyone better? We've got a brilliant steward down here, but she's 43. Skilled steward. Skilled steward. Competent steward. What about someone with diplomacy instead then? It's not looking promising, is it? We've got her, but she's a hunchback, so we'll give that a miss. Intrigue? Not really. Marshal? Okay, we've got this guy, girl from Pentos. She's pretty decent. 17, 16 Marshal. Yeah, let's go for her. Why not? Arrange a marriage. And we can't. For God's sake. Why can we not? Is there any decent options on here? Can't marry anybody. Bottler. Yeah, I think we'll steer well clear of the Ironborn. Thank you very much. Let's try one of the further down ones. If we can't marry her. Oh, Bar Aemon, princess though, so not interested. That's a shame. Okay, this girl's got the quick trait. You could be interesting. Yes, quick trait. We might be able to inherit that then. Arrange marriage. Perfect. There we go. We've married to someone with a quick trait. That's a good match. We'll take that. Swan's Keep. We could name Swan's Keep. Was it Lolliston? No, it was Ataranta, wasn't it? Swan's Keep. I quite like that, to be honest. Change Ataranta to Atlanta. Let's have a look. Swan's Keep. I do like Swan's Keep. Let's go with Swan's Keep for Ataranta then. I do quite like that. Oh, I love that the sigil's pretty good for this area. I didn't realise I've not really took much notice of the Ataranta sigil, well, Lordship sigil before. That's quite nice. Swan's Keep. I don't know if Swan Keep sounds better than Swan's Keep. What do you guys think? Swan Keep. Okay, and then we just need one for Lolliston now. Name Lolliston or Atalanta to Olympus. Arkenfort. Ralph Fort. Sword Dance. I do like that. Sword Dance, yeah, I like that. Was he the martial-based character as well? Yes, he was, even better. And we've got the sword as well, haven't we, for the Lordship? Yeah, let's go for that. I quite like Sword Dance. Let's use that. There we go. Sorted. Perfect. Right, so that's our Lordship sorted. Our council sorted. We need to sort out our minor councils. There's a lot to sort out at the beginning. We need a designated regent. Well, we'll go with Lord Swanter for now because he's got the best opinion of us. He is ambitious, though. He is Andal, though, and the other guy's Firstman, so yeah, we'll go with him. Bodyguards. We've got a couple of bodyguards, so we'll just use all these guys that we've got here. There we go. Master of the Horse. Let's go for Lord Moxley. Master of the Hunt. Jonas. High Almoner. Wow, all these vassals really hate us because we took those lands away. Let's go for people that actually do like us because we're going to replace them all now. Let's go for Peter. Cupbearer. Not someone we can trust. We don't want to go with a guy with intrigue. This guy's content and honourable, so we'll go with him. Our Swan Shield. He's perfect. Court Tutor. We had that really impressive guy, didn't we? Yeah, Septon Lucian. We should have better commanders now. Let's go with Beslon for a commander. And we'll get rid of Master Duncan of Crossed Elms for Master Rawny of Upstream, who's really impressive, actually. So, yeah, perfect. That's all of those sorted. We'll auto-assign commanders as well. We've not got any other council positions open yet because we're not technically a king yet. So, let's unpause, see what we can do. We've got all that money to spend, so we will spend some of it. Let's start upgrading some stuff. God's Fort. We have got the personal castle on as well, so we're going to have some interesting things that we can add to our castle. Considering that we're stewardship focused, let's try and get our stuff up. So we'll go for a castle town to get our income better. We'll do that just now for the God's Fort, and then in Butterwell, We could go for a castle town as well. 310 there, though, which is pretty pricey. Let's improve some of our cities. Actually, what should we do? No, let's go for Butterwell. And I will go for the castle town. We've got enough event troops at the moment, so let's try and improve our income instead. Right, we are unmarried, but we should be married any second now. We'll ban ourselves from leading troops as well at present. In command is no longer affecting us. Perfect. We've got our ships there still. It's a shame that we can't sail them up here. We'll disband the fleet. We don't need the fleet anymore. I know they're special ones. We'll get rid of them. Peace with you. I accept your suggestion that Lord Duncan and Bella get married. Who is her mother? Father. Okay, so someone from over up near Bravos. But there we go. At least we've got a wife now, so we've fulfilled that ambition. Gives it a bit of prestige. We need a new ambition. Let's have a look what we can go for. See the realm prosper. Become a higher lord. Have a son. Yes, have a son. We need to get ourselves an heir, so we'll go for that next. Is there anything that we can do? Any decisions that we can make at the moment? We could hold a Torna. We need to send for a Maester, but then again, we don't really need a Maester. We've already got our person, haven't we? We've already got a court physician, so we probably don't need to do that. There's not much else that we do need to do at present, so we'll probably leave it. Your prisoner, Daffin of the God's Forge, requesting an audience with you. Upon meeting him before the court, you hear his offer to pay his ransom. Yeah, we'll accept that. Take 10 gold for it. Right, what can we do with our other people? Improve diplomatic relations. Perform statecraft. We could do that to repair our reputation. That probably would be the best choice for now. And for Butterwell, let's... Can we plot to kill you? We only get 60%. Like I say, we could have started plotting to kill you to get rid of you so your son takes over, so then we can invade without getting that negative opinion. Pipe grand. 10,000 troops, which is impressive as well. Hopefully it doesn't take long to get our wife pregnant. We do need to maybe name some of these other lords that we want to obviously stick around. We've got Beslan, Sworn Shield, who's pretty decent. Let's arrange a marriage for him. We'll just arrange a marriage to whoever for him. And we will grant him a knighthood. Your bodyguard bosun has proven himself to be a fair warrior. You have him kneel before you and proceed to tap his shoulders with your sword. Beslan of the Grand Fort, in the name of the warrior, I charge you to be brave. In the name of the father, I charge you to be just. In the name of the mother, I charge you to defend the young and innocent. In the name of the maid, I charge you to protect all women. In the name of the seven, I charge you to be just and honourable. Perfect. And we will raise him to nobility, which only costs 40 gold. So, House Flynn. I really like that, and I like the sigil. I may just keep that as it is. I think that looks really nice. I think there's only one thing I would change about that, and that is I'm going to make this grey instead. If grey goes well on the blue, I don't know if it does. Not really. The black does, though. Perfect. I really like that. I'm keeping that as it is. You can think of a different name for them, but I quite like House Flynn, to be honest. I think that's quite nice. Who else have we got? Byra, are you a decent... No, you're just intrigue, so we won't bother making you any better. Roland's our spy master, so we'll leave him. Norbert, our treasurer. We may raise him. Edmund, our master at arms, 25 marshal. Yes, we will raise you to nobility. Okay, so we've got Edmund here, guys. Think of a house name for him. He'll probably get lands in the future. We need to find him a bride. How old is he? 32. We need to get you a younger bride because we want to make sure that you do carry on your line if you're going to be around. We want an Andal bride, though, if possible. Why are they all foreign? There's no young brides for him at all who aren't Ironborn or Valyrian. I'm not keen on either of those, to be honest. We'll have to go for the Ironborn then. I'd rather an Ironborn than a Valyrian. Yeah, I think Flynn's quite nice. I think it's really nice. House Flintstone. Just makes me think of the Flintstones. House Forge. Ooh. Yeah, I do like House Forge, actually. Could change it to Forge. But could we do that for the other guy? But then, was there anyone else that we needed to rise up? Aha, yes. Pataya, one of our other knights. We'll grant him a knighthood. Peter Pataya, I change how I say it every time. That's Roy Treace's fault. Those of you who've listened to the audio box will understand. We'll raise you up. So we've got this guy as well, Sir Peter Icemark. That's a very wildling name, so we don't like that. So yeah, there's two for you guys to come up with. Let's have a look. Red Lizard on yellow. House Charizard. I love it. I absolutely love that. House Morale. House Sears. House Lynx. I do like that. House Lynx. And there is a Lynx sigil, and I've never used it before. So let's go with Lynx for this one. Why not? Something different. Lynx, there we go. I know where the Lynx is. It's around the same area as the wolf and the fox, so hopefully I won't take forever to find it this time. I know it's definitely around that area, near the dogs and such. Don't know what colour to go with yet. We'll see as we get closer. I do like my yellows and blacks, so that could look pretty nice. I know the Lynx is definitely around here somewhere. There it is. Right, how does the black look? Yeah, I like that. I'm going to go with that. The black on yellow. I love black on yellow. It looks so nice. There we go. House Lynx. So do we just need one more? What else have we got? Have I missed any others? Sorry if I miss any. Let's have a quick look. Has anyone else suggested anything as we go down? House Manus. Yellow Lynx on a white background. Oh, I went with the black. I hope the black one's okay. House Gallop, a yellow field with a black centaur. I would like the idea of using a centaur, actually. Team Venus or Team Blastoise. Team Blastoise all the way. Team Blastoise. House Spire, with that spiral green on white. What was the other? Who was the other guy? Was it Edmund Gurre? Yes. So let's have a look what we've got. We've got the red lizard on yellow at present. A lizard could be interesting, actually. Especially if it's one of the other reds. Starwing. I do quite like that, actually. And owl. The owl sigil looks quite nice. We'll go with that for now. There's going to be plenty of opportunities for other names as we move forward. So let's go with the owl, which is around here somewhere. Or is the owl further on? I hate how they've got a load of birds and then a massive gap before you find the rest of the birds. It's really... There we go. There's the owl. What colour was the owl again? An owl on a blue background. So no decision. So we'll just have a look what colour looks the best on the blue background. I don't want to go with white because we have House Rook in the Knights of Andalia, which is a white owl. The black looks quite nice. Let's go with that. There we go. So that's all our houses named for now. Well, our courtiers and such, who will get lands as we expand. Right. So, not much for us to do now. We need to try and convert people and start expanding as we go. Your Wisdom and Mercy are legendary. Accept your suggestion that Edmund and Grisella get married. Okay. We need to set our crown focus in the Grand Fort. King Byra of Bay of Claws is trying to usurp my title. His Justicer, Master Luke of Maidenpool, is supposedly travelling around Butterwell trying to find both documents and supporters. Okay, well, I've just realised that we can actually, because these are all Firstmen around us, we can just like go and invade any of these kingdoms around us. We could just go and take Pink Maiden or House Brackenlands or Maidenpool. I don't want to expand too quickly, but we could do that. But I wanted to take Shoreham first. I don't know if I want to take some of these lands because it's going to be too similar to the Darkling series. We could take the Blackwater Bay lands, the Rayonet lands, and then try and have a small kingdom based around the mouth of the Blackwater. Having all the Blackwater land, maybe? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we should do. We've got a Sworn Shield position open, apparently. Oh, because we've knighted them. Edwin Gurry and Flynn. Edmund Gurry. Did I not change the name? I forgot to change the name. Oops. Starwing, wasn't it? There we go. Perfect. House Starwing. Right. So what have we got down here? We've got Mossborough, which is like nothing. We've got Biford, who's got a random house. Great Fork, a random house. And in Rayonet, have we got House Fawn? Yes, we've got King Fawn of Rayonet. So if we were to declare war on him, which... we can't declare war on him. Okay. Is that because we don't technically... Well, we do technically border him, so how come we can't declare war on him? Well, I bet we'll be able to declare war on the Brackens. Yes, we can. We can declare war on the Mutants. What about the Darklings? Can we declare war on the Darklings? Yes, we can, and I'm guessing Rosby as well. Yep, but not House Fawn for some reason. Yeah, central Westeros Kingdom. Yeah, it'd be interesting. Something a bit different, rather than just the Riverlands, but a more southern central land. Ruling from the God's Eye, and maybe eat into the rock a little bit. Maybe we could expand out west into Pink Maiden, who we can declare war on. We can go in for an invasion of that land. I just don't want to do it too soon, but then if you don't, it might come back to bite you. I just want to try and take it a bit more like Knights of Andalia. We need to get our Spy Master doing something, but there's not much to do at the minute. All our vassals like us, so we don't need to scheme. We could build it. We could sabotage the economy of Butterwell, but there's not really much point in doing that because we're easily going to be able to overpower them when we want to. Why are you not training troops in the God's Fort? You was before. Apparently they're Firstmen, according to this, Chris. I thought there was Andals as well, but apparently they're a Firstman. So, but we still can't do anything other than swear fealty to them, which makes it. Could we invade the Vances, even though we're close by? No, only swear fealty. But we can declare war on the Blackwoods, and they're really far away, and probably the Muds as well. Then, yeah. So how come we can't declare war for these lands here, which I would actually like to take? Is it because he's at war already or something? No. Why can we not declare war on you? I've got no idea why we cannot invade that land. That I wouldn't actually mind taking that land. That would make sense for what I want to try and build. So, I'm not sure. Not sure. I would have liked to have got the lands around the Blackwater first before expanding further. Further out west or eastward. I want to get all of the God's Eye under our control first. Yeah, we can't do anything with our lordship. We're not king. We need to take another high lordship though, so we can become a king, which will open a lot more opportunities for us. Peace with you. I accept the suggestion that Sir Belson and Kareen get married. That's perfect. Let's hold a feast. It only costs us 25 gold. We'll invite all our vassals, keep them on side, keep them happy. There's not much else we can do at present. I'm going to search for a smith, but that's going to waste a lot of money, which we don't really want to do at the moment. Let's have a look, Chris. You're right. It should say why we can't. We can't declare war on him because, well, for the normal reason. We don't have a claim on it because we don't have a claim or anything for any reason. But he's old god, so we should just be able to invade. I've got no idea. That's really weird. We can declare war on every other old god kingdom around us except that one, which is really strange. Yeah, they'll lose their titles if they die. Yeah, that's fine. Hopefully they get married pretty quickly and they aren't stupid. Yep, House Swanton is already married to Lady of Blackholme, whoever they are. Let's have a look. Can we... I might move... I know it's his oldest son, though. I could move him to our court and just give him the land. The best part about preparing a feast is deciding what food stuff to serve. We'll spend lavishly. Why not? Even though it's going to cost us a bit more money. Yeah, there's also with a lot of houses though, it sort of gives you both. Like you'll read history on one house, and in certain histories it's an Andal house, but then in other histories it's a Firstman house. So you don't know what to believe, which I do like. Most of the preparation for the feast has been made, and now I only have to send out the invitations. I hereby invite you. The upcoming feast has attracted the attention of a young Sarnori named Mukesh Tripathi. Oh god, here we go. At least it's not Jonas I. This man is currently on a tour of the cities and lands of the region and would like to attend your feast whilst he is in Grand Fort, not Grandport. You're, of course, welcome, my esteemed guest. We gain 5 prestige, so that's good. No feast is complete without boar meat. Who will get the prestigious task of hunting and slaying the boar? Force the peasant hunts. No, we'll send out Marshal Edmund. Hopefully he doesn't get hurt. Your treasurer Norbert has grave news. Parts of the castle where the guest would be staying would have to be repaired, or else he couldn't guarantee the guest's safety. Yep, just repair it and be done with it. Yeah, basically, yeah, I want to con him, and CK2's just like, nah. CK2's like, nah, I like to ruin your streams too much, Stitch. Dear Lord Duncan, I thank you for your invitation, but I will not be able to attend your feast. In fact, I refuse to set foot in the same castle as you. Respectfully, Priest Jason. Oh, he's a Firstman. Okay, yes, we need to demand religious conversion. Do it. We need to do that with our other vassals, actually. Let's have a little look. That's something that I forgot to do. Demand religious conversion. If you don't, we'll take the lands away. Demand religious conversion. Demand religious conversion. Demand religious conversion. Where's Edric Firehand when you need him? The land... we can't do it to you, and we've already done it to you. Perfect. Dear Lord Duncan, I thank you for your invitation, but I will not be able to attend. In fact, I refuse. Yeah, so all the lower vassals hate us, which is to be expected. Okay, so we've already got... Oh, thanks very much, Lord Jonas of Swankeep. We've only just landed you, you absolute bastard, and he wants to dispose of us already. Right, we know where we're sending our spy master then. Let's send him to scheme... oh, bollocks, wrong place. You absolute idiot, Stitch. Never mind. Right. Now we're going to have to upset him by appointing somebody else and then reappointing him and scheme in Swan Keep. Perfect. With our Master at Laws, what did we had you perform in statecraft at present, didn't we? But we could send you to get a claim on Rayonet if we can do it that way. Biford, is this a... Ah, okay. So, can we invade Biford? No, we can't. That's really annoying. So annoyed about that. That's literally the perfect land to take until we can take Butterwell. Okay, so Septon Theodeus has usurped the Scepter of the Gods Fort from Jason. Okay, he's Andal. Perfect. My lord, I will of course obey your will and convert to the faith of the Seven. Perfect. Oh, he's got gonorrhea. It's struck already. And Master Kenrick as well. And Priest Ryan is refusing. So we will imprison him. And he's safely locked. That was not a just act, so we've lost the just trait. Oh, fuck off. Let's exile him. Send. I can't believe we just lost the trait. I'm giving it as back because I hate when it does that. Of course I will obey. So the rest are obeying. I'm adding it back because that's really annoying. There we go. You have declared that Ryan should be stripped of all rank and title and banished from the realm upon pain of death. He will be of use on the wall. Yeah, let's send him to the wall. We gain a bit of piety for that. Why not? I believe that one of your vassals can be discouraged from associating with conspiratorial factions if the proper leverage is obtained. Well, let's have a look at him. What sort of traits does he have? Lustful, ambitious, patient, brave. Blackmail. We will do. Let's ask politely. See if that works. He is indeed too ambitious, the prick. We've got to take some sort of land, haven't we? Maidenpool and Darry could be good just for getting more decent city land. And thank you for reminding me of my duties and obligations as your vassal. You are right, of course. For the foreseeable future, you have my promise not to support factions conspiring against you. Thank you. The wandering minstrel entered the castle singing and did not stop until he found me. With a flourishing bow and one long, sad tone from his lute, he finished his song and asked for my patronage. I was just looking for some entertainment for my feast. You're not quite what I'm looking for. Yeah, we'll go for it. We'll get ourselves some prestige. We've got plenty of money. Nah, it's a stream for fun. We can do a bit of cheating. It's fine. And that wasn't a just act by me, was it? Really? Could go for the Bracken lands. Get the Brackens in and around. I'd go. Who are still old gods, which is interesting. Can we attack the Tullys? Is they're currently independent? No, we can't attack those either. Could go for the Pipelands. Hello, Peaches. Could go Rosbear. Yes, I'm hoping that it will lead to a stream series, yes. I'm really annoyed we can't take that land. That was the perfect land. We could take Maidenpool before the Darklings take it. Why not? Let's go declare war. Invasion of the Bay of Claws. Let's take that. Send. We've still got decent manpower. Let's meet up in the God's Fort. We've even got more manpower. How much manpower does House Mutant have? Only 2,000. So we don't need to call up our vassals. We'll just use our event troops up first. Save our actual men for later on when we'll need them. I have to cancel the... Oh, God, yeah. Never mind. Yeah, of course it is, Ralph. Of course it is. Kill the Butterwell King by command, and then each time you... add a year to your character. No, I don't want to do too much cheating. We just added the trait back because it was just annoying when it does that to you. As an Andal Lord, we should have every right to get rid of the old god priest if he's not going to refuse to convert to the new gods. Yeah, I tend to go Iron Man a lot of the time as well, just to make sure that I don't cheat. My lord, we've received word from Goldshire. Lord Franklin has led... Okay, so we've got a load of people who are joining in against us. A hell of a lot of people, actually. Oh my god, a hell of a lot of people. A lot of king. Oh god, this might have not been a good idea. We're going to have to go for Maidenpool sharpish. We are going to have to call up our other vassals now, which is a lot of manpower, so that's fine. It's going to give us a decent amount of men, and we're going to have to try and take Maidenpool quickly. And North Cracklaw's also got involved. Blackwood's got involved. Oh my god, everyone's going against us. We're going to get slaughtered. That wasn't a good idea. I'm not too bad for cheating normally. I don't cheat very often. But I do know you always have that little bit of temptation now and again. How is Lord Muton? Muton's pretty pathetic, so we should be able to attack pretty quickly. Let's get our 8,000. Make sure we've got our siege leader present. Where's our siege leader gone? Why have we not got our siege leader now? He should be as one of our commanders. Get lost Prince Robar. What are you doing on there? We'll put Peter Lynn. Okay, so our siege leader we don't have now. That's fine. We'll go for our better people. Let's go for Moxley, Peter and Jonas, and we will march straight onto Maidenpool and try and take it before all of the other people get to us. Let's march the rest of these troops onto Maidenpool as well, because everyone's calling up their banners around us. It's all these small, petty lordships that haven't been taken yet in and around the Westerlands and such that will raise up against you. They try and stick together to stop you getting stop them getting conquered. My liege, I'm pleased to report the success of my mission to Grand Fort. The majority of the population have been converted to the faith of the Seventh. Flipping hell, you did that ridiculously quick. I might not even be able to call you back yet. You've done that quick. Yeah, I can't call you back yet. Good job. Good job. He must have took Edric Firehand with him. Right, there's 2,800 men there. We'll take those out pretty quick. That's fine. The recent conversion of the God's Fort to the faith of the Seven has caused great unrest in the unfaithful parts of your realm. Both noble and peasant alike feel threatened. They will understand eventually. Yeah, they'll understand. We need to get to Maidenpool quickly. Your vassal, Master Rawny, has returned from the Battle of Darry alive, but has suffered a very gruesome injury. Okay, he's not one of our best commanders at least. He's got some decent traits, but he wasn't one of our really good ones, so it's not too bad. Yeah, Salt Pans is annoying. It's really annoying that Salt Pans is part of that lordship, because we don't want that. We just want really this bit here. So we could get rid of Salt Pans after. And we have captured a prisoner, Elwood. No one of importance. I don't want to recruit him, because he wasn't... Well, he's a scholar, and he's got 17 mark. You know what? Can we recruit you? Because you're pretty good, actually. So why not? We will recruit you. And he's arrived at our court. Come on, lads, get to Maidenpool quick. We need to siege it quick. Your enemy, Lord Bryndon of Dalston's Keep, has been captured by Lord Merle Ball of Manderford and taken to Manderford as a prisoner. Hopefully that will keep him out of the war a little bit then. That is strange, Max. I don't know why that wouldn't work. Normally it works pretty well, although colonisation takes way too long in the game. My Princess Danae Capold has expressed a desire to get married. Okay, she's got a headache. Let's see if we can arrange a marriage for you. Have we got anyone in our court? We've got our cupbearer. Let's go for one of the... Lord Lynx. Why not? There you go. Go marry Lord Lynx. I'll find her someone nice. Come on, hurry up. We need to get to Maidenpool. Hopefully it's not too well defended. I thought I recruited you, so you shouldn't be in prison anymore. Release from prison. Done. Right, please don't be well defended, Maidenpool. 800 defenders, perfect, so we will be able to assault it. We've got enough manpower to assault it. Check on Moxley. That was in Sword Dance, weren't he? Yeah, he's doing fine. Blackwood army's coming. It's going to attack this 1,000 men. So, we'll do a little cheat. We'll just disband that 1,000 so they don't get slaughtered and we can use them again later. Wait for the rest of our men to arrive. We'll get it sieged down a little bit. Hopefully we get lucky in this siege and manage to capture... Oh my god, there's 9,000 men marching up from Rosberg. I don't know if... Yeah, we've got 10 times the number. We should be able to assault. My lord, I'm pleased to report I have captured some high-value prisoners. We've captured the king himself. My god, we are insanely lucky there. That was so lucky. I can't believe we've actually got away with that. Enforced demands, yes. King Duncan of the Bay of Claws has usurped the title Kingdom of the Bay of Claws from Lord Byra of Bay of Crabs, who is now under us, which is good. Lord Duncan's invasion of the Bay of Crabs is ended. Lord Duncan of the God's Eye has won. So he has kept that land then, hasn't he? Yes, perfect. Thank God that we actually managed to win that war. We'll disband these 500. And we need to split in half. Not split in half, sorry. We need to split off the special troops. The event spawned, which is the 6,000, is it? And then we'll disband those 2,000. We'll keep our event troops. We'll march them onto the God's Fort, keep them close by. In Darry, we should have House Darry, which is good. We've got House Mouton, who obviously we'll keep around. And then Harroway's Town, we need, well, Harroway's Tower. Bryndon of Lolliston's Peasant Revolt has declared Peasant Revolt. Okay, that's easy to take down. Doesn't even look like they've got much manpower. And Salt Pans, which I don't want. Can we actually grant them independence? No, we can't. I just wanted to get rid of them, to be honest. Oh, he's not actually our vassal, though, is he? So, at least we've got those extra lands now. We've got enough High Lordships as well that we can now make ourselves a king at some point once we get our manpower back home. Yes, we do need to remove the commanders. Who's leading it at present? Sir Flynn, who is married. So let's just get some random rubbish commander who doesn't matter. Ropard. Kapow. I always use the Kapowds as just fodder, it would seem. Arrow fodder. The colour can't be changed. Yeah, it's annoying that we can't change the colour. It's gone this grey colour now, but it is not the worst. It would be nice to have like a bright orange for House Grand. Despite the large-scale migration and settling of Andals in Grand Fort, the Firstmen are far more numerous than the Andals and cannot simply be forced aside. The Andals have married Firstmen to consolidate control, leading to a new mixed culture. This is the land of the Andals, so we now become Rivermen. I was interested to see what we'd get, so we just get Rivermen. That's fine. I love how we get Andal Northmen. That's really awesome. Okay, let's attack this small peasant revolt. It should be pretty easy to take down. It is very similar to the Iron Throne colour, actually, now that you mention it. It's very, very similar. We do need our son. Hopefully we get a son pretty soon. We are still only 28, so we're still young enough to hopefully get several sons. There's no time to panic just yet. They're going to march onto the God's Fort now. Can we move our priest yet? Yes, we can. So let's start converting Sword Dance. Probably should have done Butterwell, actually, as we own that. We've got room for an advisor. We'll go for Lord Mouton, because we're going to need to try and get him on side now. We're now a king as well, which is perfect. Why can we not organise a coronation ceremony? Oh, because we're not at peace, are we, at present? We need to take down this revolt, of course. King Duncan of the Bay of Claws. I don't want to be... Yeah, that's annoying. I want to be... I want to be king of the God's Fort, really. Because it is our capital. Not the God. I keep calling it the God's Fort. It's the Grand Fort. Grand Fort, Grand Fort, Grand Fort. We have actually got enough money to build a new holding as well. So I might do that after our coronation's out of the way. My courtier, Princess Anara Capald, has expressed a desire to get married. Well, let's have a look at you. 30. So, wow, you're a bit old, love. I'll find her someone nice. Let's have a look. Man, there's not really anyone decent, though, is there? No one decent at all. Can we get you a matrimonial marriage with someone? Here we go. Why don't you marry our Master of Laws? There we go. Didn't Moxley marry? Is he not married yet? Lord Mox... No, why is he not marrying? He is patient, but he's not chaste or anything. A peasant accused of murder is dragged before your court. His wife and children were found butchered in the small hut they called home, and he was standing nearby covered in their blood. Despite the damning evidence, the man continues to profess he's innocent. The animal must be hanged. Toss him in the dungeon and leave him there. The evidence is circumstantial. Let him go. Toss him in the dungeon and leave him there. Lynx. I think Lynx was married. Yes, I think he married a Capole, didn't he? I'm pretty sure that he did. Right. We can now offer peace in this war. Offer peace and forced demands. Yes, that gives us another prisoner who we won't banish you. Yeah, do you know what? We will. We'll banish you to the Night's Watch instead of executing you. We're quite a nice guy, Duncan is, so we don't want to be too ruthless. Right, let's organise our coronation ceremony. The time has finally come for me to officially be recognised as King of the Bay of Claws. I don't want to be the King of Bay of Claws. In order to do this, I will need the support of the faith, but convincing authoritative members will neither be easy nor cheap. To begin the preparations, I should find a priest willing to crown me. Only the High Septon is fit to crown me. We will change our kingdom name, actually, anyway. Kingdom of the Bay of Claws. There we go, the Grand Lands, much better. There we go, perfect, much better. Right. So we'll get crowned now. Who is not doing it? Our Hand of the King. Let's get you to oversee the realm for now. There's not much more that we need to do with you at the minute. To the excellent King Duncan of the Grandlands, I shall be honoured to officiate His Grace's coronation. I eagerly await His Grace's instructions regarding date and manner of the ceremony in order to better prepare myself for this sacred duty. Marvellous. Now that I've distinguished members of the faith to officiate my coronation, I must decide how much do I wish to spend. Extravagant, dignified ceremony. We'll go for a dignified. We don't want to spend too much money. Bay of Foxes. You could call it the Bay of Foxes rather than the Bay of Crabs, actually. I do quite like that. I do like that, Max. We will do that. There are always things that need to be done when it comes to expanding and improving a castle. With the proper planning and diligent work, I can make sure the work becomes more efficient. Reduce the cost, build costs go down, reduce the time. We'll reduce the costs, of course. Right, so let's go over to you, Lord of High Lordship of the Bay of Crabs. It will now be the Bay of Foxes. Done. Perfect. You really hate us, don't you? Wow. We can sway you in time. He's got no children either, but he does have his brother who's his heir, so that's fine. Have we got any honorary titles we could give you? High Almanach, Keeper of the Swans. Well, we know who Keeper of the Swans needs to go to, don't we? Of course, it's got to be Lord Swanton. Very, very fitting. And he's already got an honorary title. What honorary title do you have at present, Lord Swanton? You're Master of the Hunt. We'll give that to Lord Lynx, and we'll make you our Keeper of the Swans. It's only fitting, isn't it? And we've got a load of other things that we now need to fill, considering they're now a king. We need a Paramount Knight. We'll go with Sir Belson Flynn. And King's Justice. Well, it shouldn't be a Septon. So we'll go with Lord Robar. We can have more commanders now, which is good as well. Court Jester. We'll leave that blank for now. Yes, there is no more crabs in the Bay of Crabs, only wild foxes. No heir of your dynasty. I know we're going to work on that. Hopefully we can get ourselves an heir soon. We desperately need one. The time of my coronation draws near. Only a few more days before I am crowned king before the gods and all my subjects. My court has been already filled with all the vassals of my realm who have come to bear witness to this fundamental moment of my reign. It will never be soon enough. Late this evening, as the servants were clearing up our tables, High Septon decided to talk to me about my new responsibilities after the coronation. As a king of the faithful to the Seven, I will be sworn to care for his peculiar needs of all my subjects, as well as to stand against the tide of sin and hearsay beseeching our world. The world will never know a more devout king, gain 75 piety. Let's just talk about the details of these responsibilities. To learning, empty work. Yeah, we'll go with that. I'd rather have the learning than the piety. What is our learning? 10. Decent. We've got 3 in double figures. That's pretty good. Meeting new rulers and exchanging ideas about politics and royal virtues has been an interesting consequence of this ceremony. Everybody has at least one anecdote to share with me about the proper way to rule a kingdom. I wonder which is closer to the truth. We can gain 1 diplomacy or 1 stewardship. Proper handling of the realm's fine. Of course, we want more stewardship, as much stewardship as we can get our hands on. Right. We can't really go for invasions, as obviously that's going to get people going against us. So we're going to we're going to fabricate claims on lands instead, and we're going to fabricate a claim on the lands of Biford, try and get this high lordship. I kneel before High Septon as a host of lords surround us in complete silence. His Holiness the High Septon blesses me and places the royal crown upon my head, proclaiming me king of the Grandlands by grace of the gods. 150 prestige and piety. Perfect. House Stannis Baratheon. And the castle town has been finished in the God's Fort, which is perfect. So that's going to bring in more income. What other upgrades can we go for? Wine cellar. Will that give us? No, it's just unlocks the back quest hall. Garden gives us more prestige. Personal study, personal training yard, chapel. We'll probably go with the private farms. They're only 51 gold. And it does improve quite a bit of stuff. It improves our tax income slightly, as well as our light infantry and court size. So yeah, we'll go for some private farms. Nice and cheap and cheerful. Your Grace, King Duncan. Spotswood is under attack from the Ghost Hills. No, you're a world away. Do one, mate. I ain't helping you. Stannis Ralph Putin. We do still need a house for Harroway's town guy, so be sure to come up with one, as well as salt pans. Considering we can't give it away, we may as well put a custom house in place there. Sore throat. Your Grace, peasants attacked me while collecting taxes in Grand Fort. They wounded me severely and I barely escaped their wrath. How dare they? I just need to change something about this, actually. Kingdom of the Grandlands. Highlands with God, Lordship of the God's Fort, of the Grand Fort. I need to put the at the beginning so it comes up as the Grand Fort. There we go, that's better. The Grand Fort. If we do actually get down to Blackwater Bay, oh, who Rosby's now taken, we'll name that Grand Port. We do actually have lords that we can land there. I don't think we can't actually revoke these titles as they are under House Mutant, so it's not our choice to do so. House Chase, Blue Bow, and Arrow are... Okay, yeah, I quite like House Chase. The fans want House Unar. Would it be one of my series without a House Unar? We always have a House Unar. Let's go with House Chase, and we'll do those in salt pans. And what was the sigil again? It was a blue bow and arrow on grey. I think blue on grey looks a bit weird though, Pipe, so you may need to think of a different colour scheme. I don't think the grey and blue merge very well on CK2. Like some colours really don't for some strange reasons. House Chase. Bow and arrows a million miles away from where we currently are, which is frustrating. Actually, it might be quicker to get to the bow and arrow if we go the other way. House Greys, White Sheep on Green. I do quite like that, actually. Might fit quite well for Harroway Town, especially we've got a lot of decent farmland and such around where we are, so that might not be a bad shout, actually. Right, there's the sword, so here's the bow and arrow. I know the crossbows are around here. Not the... Yeah, the crossbows are... Bow and arrow is earlier, then. I thought it might be further that way. It is earlier, then it must be near the arrows. Which isn't too far away. We'll get there pretty soon. Gives you guys time to think of some other names for the other areas. Right, so there's the arrows and such. So the bow should be around here somewhere. There we go, perfect. And it was blue. A blue bow and arrow on a grey background, which I do think is going to look weird. I don't think blue and grey... Oh, no, it doesn't look too bad. It's a little bit blurry, so something else may be better. House Gallop, a Yellowfield, a Black Centaur... House Moral, House Harper, Mermaid playing the harp. Quite like that as well, actually. House Starfire, Black Swan on a purple background. House Celeste, a white unicorn on a background. House Bright Star. 3 7-pointed stars on a dark blue background. I don't think you can get 3 7-pointed stars, Matt. I think you can either have 1, 7, or like loads, like Titus Erenstar has. Red or grey, maybe. Well, let's try red and grey then. If we go for a red arrow, a bow and arrow. If we go for the middle one, the maroony colour, that actually goes quite nicely. Let's try it the opposite way instead. Let's try the grey on the maroon and see if that looks better. See which way around looks nicer. I think that way. The red background. There we go. House Che. Yeah, definitely that way. And now I need to pick another house. High Oak, green and brown oak tree. I do like High Oak, actually. I'm going to go with High Oak. House High Oak for Harroway. I think the province would be good just being called High Oak as well, actually, to be honest. And it was what was it? It was a brown oak tree on a white background. I think there's an oak tree. I know there's a willow tree. There should be an oak tree around there somewhere, surely. I would have thought. Where are the trees? They're around here somewhere. Oh, no, here we go. What have we got? Brown. Ah, I've gone past it. Green, and was it on a white background? Yes, white background. That looks really nice. Is there a dark, different green? Is that the only... Yeah, that green. That looks really nice. I actually really like that. So we'll go for that. Okay, for High Oak. And we are going to change the name of Harroway's town to High Oak. I like that. I think that sounds nice as a name for a town as well. Like High Heart, High Oak. Done. We could change Salt Pans. Salt Pans is a bit of a crap name, isn't it? So if you can think of a name for that, feel free, guys. A playthrough of House Unar and House Ralph Putin. Bye, Albert. Thanks for watching. Right, what other wars have we got? Who are the Darklings currently attacking? Defending against King Robin of Mountain and Vale in Robin's invasion of the Dustlands. Interesting. So the Vale are striking earlier. Yeah, you all know it's going to happen, guys. Hey, perfect. Our wife is pregnant. But yeah, we all know that a Jonas Knight is going to invade. They turn up in all my playthroughs. It wouldn't be right if it didn't happen. Let's be honest. Right, it's really annoying that we can't take Shoreham until this guy dies. How old is he? 49. So it's not like he's that young. So we do stand a chance. Oh, a bit of lag. We do stand a chance of being able to invade him again at some point. Can't declare war on him, though. Is that these are all special event troops, aren't they? Yes, so we should be able to declare wars. We're not involved in a war. Or is it because the coronation is still going on? Maybe. Could be that. I've offered to teach you how to play many times, Stacer. The Salt Fort. I quite like that as well, actually. The Salt Fort. Yeah, let's go for that. Who came up with that? Who came up with Salt Fort? Sorry. Ralph Putin. Thank you, Raz. Yeah, we'll go with the Salt Fort. Castle of Salt Fort instead of Castle of Salt Pans. Is it actually a castle there? Yeah, we do have a castle there. Of course, because it's Castle of Salt. Convert to rhythm and culture. I don't know if we should do that just yet. Maybe when we get to a second generation, or the third generation, we'll do that. I think Duncan will stay as Andal for now, but maybe his son will become a riverman, like we did in Knights of Andalia. I don't think Enger ever converted to Andal Northman, but Ambrose was an Andal Northman. I'm not too impatient at all. You'll just get frustrated. Right. What? There's wars going on all around us. I don't think... Can we not really declare... Oh, no, we can still go for Pink Maiden. We just can't go for Shoreham at present. I wonder if we can magically go for Rayonet now. No. For whatever reason, they are immune from invasion. Your Grace, news from the Red Dunes of a great trial of combat. I don't care. It's nothing really impressive at all. I hope we have a son, but... If it's anything like all my playthroughs lately, all I'm having is daughters. Which is fine in real life, obviously, as I have a daughter. But in CK2, you need a freaking son. Yeah, like Chris says, you can just play CK3 yourself. And it will teach you how to play. Much better than I'll be able to. You probably don't want to learn how to play off me, to be honest. Marshal Edmund told me about his ideas. I couldn't really understand what he was talking about, but he was adamant in his belief that it would improve the military. Only cost us 5 gold. Yeah, it's worth a pop. Has our thing been built in Butterwell yet? No, Castletown's still being built. Private farms shouldn't take too long to build. We'll concentrate just on building our own lands rather than our vassals for now. We do need to get Maidenport on side, though, and by building something there, that will improve his opinion of us. We could go for a castle town for the tax income, but I'd rather keep the tax incomes for ourselves. Grand Maester Stitch and Septon Mason. Right. I just want that child to be born now, so that we can get ourselves our heir. Our money is improving as well, which is good. Our income is... +3 monthly balance. That's not bad, to be fair. That's pretty decent, this Erla. It's not bad at all. Wow, that's a huge Arryn host marching down south. It's a shame that we haven't really got anything that we can take advantage of why it is there. We could have perfectly took Rhaenyra. My liege, I'm pleased to report the success of my mission to Sword Dance. The majority of the population have been converted to Faith of the Seven. Perfect. That didn't take you long at all. Again, let's send you to Butterwell. Let's get our own province converted to the Faith of the Seven. What is the religions around here, actually? Is anyone... Wow. Literally only the Vale is converted and Tarth. Everywhere else is Old Gods. Is that R'hllor? Please don't tell me Crate Hall's converted to R'hllor. Yes, he has. There's always one in every series. Why Crate Hall? It's on the opposite side of the continent, for God's sake. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Stupid game. What is our diplomatic relations like with our vassals? Not too bad. Cultures are all Firstmen still, but they look like they're converting to Rivermen, which is interesting. Our economy isn't amazing. Okay, so High Oak's economy is very good, but we want to get the Grand Fort more impressive. Just check there's no revolt risks around. Wow, Butterwell, there is a huge chance of a revolt risk, so we need to do something about that. Let's try and suppress the revolt in Butterwell, especially considering we're trying to convert the people there. That's only going to make things even worse. So yeah, let's try and stamp that out as quickly as possible. Fireballs. That would look pretty cool. Oh yeah, Old Gods is my favourite religion as well. It's just that the Andal invasion bookmark is such a fun bookmark to play in as an Andal. There's loads of possibilities. It's why it'd be good if you could do a Firstman alternative, but you can't without getting the claims, and it's just long-winded. The recent conversion of Sword Dance to Faith of the Seven has caused both unrest in the unfaithful parts of your realm. Both noble and peasant feel threatened. Yeah, that's fine. Embor, yes. Pipes firing out all the Pokemon sigils and stuff today. I love it. That Arryn army is terrifying. Just marching through our lands. I love how there's like nothing ever pops up like of armies just marching through other lords' lands. We could declare war on Rosbeth, but I don't know. I don't want our borders to look too similar to the Dusklands ones, so it'd be interesting to try and take some of the Westerlands instead, as I said. So we could take Pink Maiden, who are involved in this war with the Arryns. Get the Pipers underneath us, and we could then try and take... Oh, I don't know. I don't want to go too far away. I'm getting indecisive. I'm being very indecisive. I'm trying to rush. Well, it was free yesterday, wasn't it? I missed my chance to get it, unfortunately. And we've got a peasant revolt in Dara. We should be able to take that down pretty easily. It's a good tradition to have some gossips around a pregnant woman in order to keep her calm and distracted from the tribulations of this delicate time in her life. As Bella's husband, it is my duty to provide her with the support she needs. She needs familiar faces. It improves her health. I don't remember getting gossips surrounding Stacey when she was pregnant, but whatever. And a castle town has been built in Butter Hall. Perfect. What other improvements can we make to Butter Hall now? Training grounds, which should give us better armies. Barracks, which is... Oh, wow, the barracks are pretty cheap. Doesn't give us a lot, though. Let's go for stables. Let's get ourselves some more cavalry. Hopefully our farms aren't far off from being built either now. Our private farms, which is good. And then we can try and get something else, which is going to get us more income. Oh, nice. That's awesome. That'd be quite interesting to try out in the vanilla game. The Hydra religion bear. I'm not that keen on the Valyrian. I'm not a huge fan of the Valyrian stuff myself, really, to be honest. I'm not bothered about dragons. I do like the Valyrians, of course, but I prefer some of the other houses more. The dogs were the gossips. Yeah, I'd believe that, to be fair. I could believe that. That's not a bad idea, actually, Jacob. Yeah, if we take... Obviously, we'll take Shoreham so we can have all the way around the God's Eye, but then try and keep our kingdom maybe on this side of the river. Leave the Dustlands and Rosby to their own devices. So we could go to war for Pink Maiden. For Payne Hall and such, can we actually invade them? Yeah, we actually can. Interesting. Which would be a good idea before they get taken over by other lands. Shall we go for Pink Maiden then? Just get one more... Right, yeah, I'm going to do it. But then after this, guys, stop me for now. We'll go for one more invasion. We'll try and get Pink Maiden under our control. We won't call our other vassals up unless we need to. We'll take Pink Maiden, Castlewood, and Stony Sept, which is obviously... Actually, will it be actually this early on? It might not be. Is it still a holy site? Is the scepter... No, it's not on a holy site in this bookmark. I'm going to say that would have been good. But yeah, we should have Stony Sept, really, shouldn't we? So we'll go for that. And then after that, we'll slow down a little bit on the conquering lands. But at least it gets us more incomes and such, doesn't it? And, oh god, I forgot all about that bloody peasant revolt. Let's take that down first. So we are going to have to call up our banners as well, which isn't a huge amount of manpower. I've grown increasingly attached to Bella, and though our marriage was merely a practical arrangement, I wonder if I've now come to love her. Yes, this marriage is of love. Perfect. That's going to give us better fertility, so I'm very happy with that. Plus 30% fertility. Awesome. Bye, Max. Thanks for coming. I'm glad that you obviously came to watch. I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully you'll catch up. If you go now, hopefully you'll be able to catch up on the rest of the stream later on. House Ralph Putin. Yeah, there are so many dragons born in my series. It's really annoying. We could just do a dragons only. Everybody has a dragon. Dragons for everybody. Right, let's take this peasant revolt down quickly and then march on Pink Maiden. Hopefully no one's going to come to Pink Maiden's aid because everybody's already gone to House Darkling's aid. And there's another dragon, just to further prove the point. Your Grace, we've received word from Goldshire. Lord Franklin has let... Okay, so now we're getting... here we go. Here come all the people coming to back them up from the Westerlands. And the North is involved, and the Ironwoods are involved, and the Gardeners are involved, and the Danes are involved, and the Blackwoods. But they're all involved in that other war as well, so hopefully we manage to get away with it. Let's meet up in the God's Fort, get our troops together, because there is a huge Gardener host there. Hopefully they're not going to attack us. Hopefully we manage to march away before they get to us. At least we managed to take down that peasant revolt. Offer peace, enforce demands. Yes. Let's, what can we do with our prisoner? Let's have a look at you. Gilbert, peasant leader. 20 marshal. Wow. Can we recruit you? No, we can't. We'll banish you to the Night's Watch then. Let's get the piety from it. We've got a lot of piety. Orange octopus with a black background, just like in House Darkling. I do need to record some episodes for that, as there's not been an episode in a few days. Been bulk recording them. Come on, lads. Let's get those troops together. Is this the army of... No, that's army of Sir Manfred of Stony Sept. Okay, so why is it the army of Stony Sept instead of the army of Pink Maiden? There we go, 6,000. It looks like the Gardeners are going to go march onto the Vale instead, so that's fine. We just need to take Pink Maiden quickly. 900 men, march onto Pink Maiden. 600, Pink Maiden. Let's get there quickly. Aha, and there's the Pain Army. You have an heir now. If your character dies, you will play as Gianna Grand. And she's sickly. Of course she's sickly, so she's probably going to die. I don't like that name. Come on, guys. Think of a name for our daughter. I'll give you time to think of a name. I can have a drink while we wait. I can't believe that she's been born sickly. That's typical. No traits or anything. I was hoping for the quick trait thanks to our wife, but never mind. Our wife's zealous as well, which is interesting. Hopefully we can get her pregnant pretty quickly again, though, considering we're now in love with our wife, so that's good. Stannis. I don't really think we can call her Stannis. Alyssane. Alyssane might not be too bad. I do quite like Alyssane. Lila. We can't call her Lila, Stacey, because this baby's sickly. If it dies straight away, that's not very nice, is it? Sansa. Cersei. No, where am I calling it? Cersei. I hate Cersei. Jonquil. Andalia vibes. I think I'm going to go for Alyssane. I do like the name Alyssane, and she's one of my favourite Targaryens. So, yeah, let's go for Alyssane. Just got to hope now that she doesn't die. Let's hope that we get really lucky with Pink Maiden as well. Court physician, Lucian is worried about my newborn daughter. Alyssane is a feeble little thing, even compared to other infants. Lucian says she might not live to see her first birthday. Septon Lucian, you must attempt to save my Alyssane. I had to kill the Night's King. Don't, Pipe, don't. It's still a very sore subject. Lord Harrion of Swordsdance tells me that someone is preaching a false religion. Lady Awkward. Wow, no, 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 no. We do not want the drowned god. being spread, so we'll expose and denounce her publicly. And what's this war going on here? Between two armies that are against us are fighting each other. So, okay, we're just going to rock up late and destroy them. The High Septon has declared an anathema upon your acquaintance, King Renly Tarth. Renly Tarth, interesting. Whatever Septon Lucian did, I cannot see any improvements in little Alisay. My daughter still seems worryingly lethargic. Her subdued cries send chills down my spine. Oh, great. Can we not do anything else? No. Okay, and our troops have arrived there and smashed that host, which is perfect. Private farms have been built in the God's Fort as well. I did tell you that money does not last long. We could... Okay, we can go for another castle town, which improves our count size, +1, and our tax income's by 2. So, yeah, we'll just go for that castle town again. Let's really build up our income. How well defended is Pink Maiden? Not that well defended. That's good. And why are we lagging all of a sudden? We're not going to think of it, Pipe. We're going to pretend it never happened. Right, so we need to siege Pink Maiden to win this war. Thankfully, no one's... Oh, no, are these against us? Okay, people are marching towards us now, which is worrying. Yeah, they've got Swankeep under siege. That's fine. All we've got to do is get Pink Maiden under siege. And hopefully that will give us a good chance of winning the war if we get lucky with prisoners. The world is a dangerous place and devious plots are everywhere. Rumours have reached it that people are conspiring to kill you. How dare they? Auto stop plots. There's no one on the plots. Threats. We've got 80% threat from Lord Byra. It's probably going to be Lord Byra, isn't it? Let's be honest. Right, let's send our Spy Master to scheme in Maidenpool. And we're fabricating a claim. So we don't want to send you there. You're a little bit busy. Hopefully, just the Spy Master's presence should make a difference. How much would it cost to send you a little gift as well? 23 gold's not too bad to improve your relationship a little bit. You have a brother. Oh, he's already married, though. Prince of... Just have a daughter with the fair trait. Arrange a betrothal. I don't think we've really got anyone other than Capald. No. Maybe if we have a son soon, we can match him to a Muton to get the Mutons on side. We're going to have the Pipers that we're going to need to get on side as well. This is one reason we don't want to expand too quickly, because then people are going to hate us. Fight or flee, your grace. An enemy host approaches intent on encircling the castle. Send my family into hiding. I cannot risk them being captured. And then we will come and lead this army to keep ourselves away from the castle. Where are we? There we go. King Duncan. Need to take Pink Maiden pretty quick now. I don't want to assault just yet until the morale goes down a little bit more on the defenders. Come on, a little bit more. Just a bit more. See how much we can get away with. All of our lands are now completely under siege. Will we get away with that? Oh, we'll let it drop one more bar. Come on. Let's assault and see. Yes, we got away with it. Perfect. 57%. Perfect. And we can assault straight away again. And now the last province is pretty decently defended, but if we... It's only a level 2 fort, though, so we should be able to win that siege. 71%. We've got to strike fast before they take our lands. How long do we have to wait for another... Oh, we can assault now. Let's go straight for it. Perfect. We are going to lose manpower, but we can get rid of our event troops soon. We just want to take this land, and then we can let things mellow down. Perfect. 87%. The army of Stony Sept. Let's march on and destroy it. Will that give us enough war score? Maybe. If not, we've only got to get one more region under siege, and that should do the trick, hopefully. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, don't go any further north than River Run. That's a good idea, Jacob. You're full of good ideas this episode. Or this stream, not episode. I am really enjoying doing more streams lately. I wish I had more time to do more of them. It's just easier than doing all the editing and uploading and such as well. Yeah, we've absolutely crushed that armor. Hopefully we do get war score for that. I hope. Considering that they are part of the Pink Maiden armor. Where is the actual Piper armor? With the rest of it? No, we didn't get anything for that. Stony Sept's not that well defended, though, so that's perfect. We'll be able to assault it. It's only a level 3 fort as well, so it should be an easy assault. So let's go straight through it. Puts us up to 94. Wow, that's very well defended, though. So let's march on to Castlewood now instead. And siege that. Hopefully it won't be too bad. What houses do we have in here as well? Stony Sept is a random house, and Castlewood's a random house. So we've got room for 2 more custom houses if we take this guy, so don't forget to think of some. How do you get this far back on the mod? If you go onto the Citadel, the CK2 AGOT Citadel, and rather than just the mod, if you go onto the sub-mods, you can download those, and then you can just click on individual ones there, like Chris just said. And you've got like Roynish Wars, you've got Giscari Wars, and they're all different ages. So if you go Giscari, oh my god, that is very well defended. Let's march onto this army and beat them instead. Stop them lifting the siege. And we're going to have to go for the Stony Set siege instead. When you go back to Giscari Wars, like literally all of Westeros is old gods, and it's really old. Like the north is split into 4 or 5 petty kingdoms and such. It's quite a fun bookmark to play in. Chris to the rescue again, just like on the Discord. 100%, perfect. We managed to get away with it again. Offer peace and force demands send. King Duncan of the Grand Lands has usurped the title Kingdom of Acorn's Ridge from Lord Willis of Acorn's Ridge. Perfect. And does he still have Pink Maiden? Yes, he does. Stony Set. Oh, okay, so this guy's an Andal, which is perfect. He's already converted. Castlewood, though, we do need to change the name. I see it now. House Ralph Putin and House Unar. Split off special troops, split off event special troops. So, yeah, let's disband those 1,000 normal troops. We'll leave the 4,000 over here because we may get a revolt or whatever. Right, do you know what? We could just go with House Hunar and House Ralph Putin. We'll see what other guys come up with, though. If someone comes up with something else, we'll go with that. Unfortunately, I won't be able to land links until I actually get some land of my own. We can't take away this land. Piper with one of the best sigils in Westeros. Yeah, like Chris said, you need to pray for deaths. One that I will use because I did like it, and it'd be nice to get some like stuff, reminiscence from the original Grand series. I'm going to bring some of those houses back, so let's go for this. I just loved this sigil. Wasn't it around here? Am I on the wrong one? It's around here somewhere. That's the one. And it just looks so nice. And was it House Cosgrove? I think it was Cosgrove, wasn't it? My mind's gone blank. If I'm wrong, correct me, Chris. I'm pretty sure it was Cosgrove. So there we go. House Cosgrove of Castlewood. And then Stony Sept, we'll go with House Unar. Let's get those original houses back from the Grand Series. You know what? Thinking about it, we'll go with House Cosgrove and Stony Sept. I think House Unar would be better in the other lordship. So we'll swap those around quickly. House Zara, double axe, purple and white. I really like that. I'm using that next. I'm using House Zara next. I really like that. For our next sigil, our next house, it will be that. It has an N. Oh, what was it then? Cosgrove. Congrove. Oh, I thought it was Cosgrove. I'm being completely stupid. I apologise, Chris. Congrove. There we go. And then we would do House Unar for this other land. But then House Zara, yeah, I really like that cool cheese, so we will be using that for the next one. And I love the idea of purple and white, purple sigils. I love purple sigils. Here we go, wolves. We want... Wow, the black wolf looks really nice on white, doesn't it? It's a black wolf on red, or is it a red wolf on black? It's a red wolf, isn't it? Yeah, that looks nice. Go for the wolf's head. I like the wolf's head. It just looks really good. Actually, can you not normally change the teeth on the wolf's head? Yeah, that's it. Wow, look at those yellow ones. They look pretty scary. What colour will look best? Green teeth. Just looks so random. We'll go with white. The white looks nice. Nice, shiny pearlers. House Barley, Muggermead. I really like that one as well, Corner. So, yeah, we'll use Zara and House Barley. Barley would be good in and around the Riverlands as well. That would probably be a decent one to have around. We're going to probably have some really risky revolts and such had ensued. Distinguished King Duncan, I wish to formally invite you to the court. Who is this? King Tyler of the God's Eye. Okay, so even... Oh, it's a new king. I'll be sure to attend. Yeah, we'll attend and we'll get the prestige and the piety that we will get for doing so. And then once that's over, I'm afraid your kingship is not going to last. Oh, it's some randomer. Where's the Butterwell's gone then? Claimants. Let's have a look. We've got Harold Butterwell and Quentin, Prince of the God's Eye, who has a sibling. Right, so we need to get... Can we invite you to court? No. I'm going to do a little... It's not really a cheat, but we're just going to force move this guy quickly, so that we can give him Butterwell. Move 1, 3, 1, 4, 3. There we go. Now let's get that back off. Right, we're going to grant you... Are you married to an old woman? Oh no, she just looks a bit ill. Grant landed title, the Lordship of Butterwell, including... And it goes against the... I've got to wait until our regency ends. That's fine. Master of Law Sir Gart is doing a superb job. I'm having trouble with a town and a castle. Let's go for the town, because we want our city opinions to be good. House Ralph Putin. We will get a House Ralph Putin. We will get a House Ralph Putin. I believe that one of your vassals can be discouraged from associating with conspiratorial factions if the proper leverage is used. So what faction we got? Deposed King Duncan. Lord Byra for the Grandlands. Lord Pye. Okay, yeah, of course. And Liege Loyalists. We have some Liege Loyalists. House Moxley are Liege Loyalists. Perfect. We need a new bodyguard. Peter Butterwell. I think that's it for now. I always thought House Butterwell was more new as well, Pipe, until seeing them in these later bookmarks. Unless they just put them there for that series. But I know the Castle of Butterwell is really new. I thought there was a fairly recent house. King Tyler has spared no expense for his coronation. As I was admiring the lavish sights offered by his palace, I was approached by the king himself. After having talked to him for a while, I'm starting to think we might have a lot in common. Let's just join. Okay, so we're going to be friends, but I want to invade him. How does he get to become a king with only one province, but we have to have 2 high lordships to become a king? Did I forget? Oops. You're right. I did forget. Well spotted. Well spotted. Thank you. I did that earlier with another house. There we go. House Unar. Right. Let's wait for our regency to end. Stables have been built in Butter Hall. Perfect. How comes... Okay, our Newcastle town's not far off from being upgraded as well, which is good. It's really good. If we did go up to River Run, actually, that would be pretty good. If we took the Bracken lands, we've got a very nice northern border there with the Red Fork. Take River Run. This river then continues down into the Westerlands, which would probably be pretty nice. Oh, is it really? In where? In the Grand... Which one? King's Pyre Tower? Or is it under our land? Right, come on. When is our regency going to end? Here we go. Coronation of King Tyler. Blah, 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 blah. Long live the king. We gain 100 prestige, I think, when we get back, don't we? Which just for a going, which is awesome. Come on, let's get that regency over so that we can land Lord Butterwell. I don't know. We should probably... It doesn't really make sense to do it, but I like to keep the cannon houses around. I can't help myself. I don't know why. I just like to have them around. Grant landed title, the Lordship of Butterwell, including the lower titles. Send. Maybe he'll press his claim himself for Shoreham as well that way, so we don't have to actually do it. Right. Got our men standing in Pink Maiden just in case. We really need to sort out Lord Mooton, who absolutely despises us. How are we going to bring him down? Could plot to kill him. He's only got a daughter. I don't want to extinct the house if we can help it. A red boar and white. Oh, nice. I do like the boar sigil. Who are the Muds at war with? How are the Muds doing? Have they managed to lose some land yet? Or are they expanded? Oh, they've expanded and took River Run. So they was attacking the Vances. Interesting. And they're at war now with defending against Prince Royce of the Coastlands. Okay, so the Andals are invading them. Go on, King Christopher. I want King Christopher to do well. I love King Christopher. One of my favourite historical characters in the Andal series. They are landed Una in Castlewood. And Stony Sept is House Congrove. Pink Maiden, House Piper. Castletown has been built in the Godfort. Perfect. Hopefully getting us more income. Can we build anything else? We could build a garden, which gives us prestige, but I want more manpower. I want more income, really. Patrol post, garrison size +5, heavy infantry +50, militia training ground. Let's go for the militia training ground. It's quite cheap and it's pretty decent. It gets us about 100 troops, which is pretty good. I've grown tired of the cynical ways of Septon Lucian and his conviction has that everybody lies. For example, I never lie. Okay, whatever. Whatever, Duncan. Okay, we've got 7,000 troops again, though. Our army's recovering. We're just going to forward things along speed. Okay, we've got a dangerous faction, which is not good. Which one's the more dangerous one? This one. Lord Piper. Okay, let's get our Spy Master over to Pink Maiden. Can we... No, you're still fabricating a claim. Then again, we could just leave the claim for now. Let's improve diplomatic relations in Pink Maiden. We can send you a gift as well, which improves your opinion by 40, which is good. Is he zealous? We could try and command him to convert. Probably not, because he's stubborn and brave. Mutin, what about you? Patient, deceitful, Gregorous, brave. Can we demand you to convert? Would you be willing to do it? It lowers your opinion of us, but you hate us anyway, so let's do it. It's worth risking, isn't it? We may as well try it. Oh yes, our family is still in hiding. My goodness. Call quite out of hiding. We need to get her pregnant again, don't we? We need another... I need a son. We need a son. Right, yeah, we'll forward things along. Your Grace, I utterly refuse this outrageous demand. I will not abandon old gods in favour of some false gods. Fair enough. We'll get one of your sons instead then. We'll convert you eventually. Now 31. How old's our wife? 20. Oh, plenty of childbearing years ahead for her. We can easily get ourselves some more children. That's fine. That's fine. We'll probably wind this first stream down soon, to be honest. Exhausted from work this week, but we'll keep going a little bit longer. We'll see if we can get one or two more events to happen. The High Septon has declared an anathema upon your acquaintance King Benefer Estamont. Okay, doesn't really concern us. Okay, he's a skilled fighter, but got pathetic martial. Let's just forward things on. I want to try and get us another son if I can. Duncan, I name you a pretender. Lord Byron of the Bay of Foxes is the true ruler of the Grandlands. I will not be blackmailed. They're going to declare war on us, so let's try and get a head start on them. Let's get our men raised here. Let's get our Maidenpool army there as well. We've got 5,000 men here as well, so they surely won't have enough manpower to attack us. 2,000. How much manpower does this faction have? 6,400. Who else is back in that? Lord Peter of Butterwell. You bastard! I've just given you your ancestral home back. Okay, we'll take it down. We'll be able to take this rebellion down. Lord Willis of Acorn's Ridge has declared Acorn's Ridge war for Lord Byron's claim on the Grandland. Yeah, that messes up our council, but we'll leave that for now. Command happened to us. Let's have a look. Right, 400 mutant men there. You stay where you are then. Yep, you march there. You all march there. Oh, this is perfect. They've not got much manpower at all. Right, so this army here, march on and destroy that Piper host. We'll get this host together here. What happened to our Maidenpool army? It's disappeared. Fate smiles upon us. Our wife Bella is pregnant. Perfect. Right, so what we'll do this for the first stream is we will go until we have our next child, and then we'll end the event. We'll end the episode after we've had the event of the child being born and picked a name for hopefully our son. Right. Let's get Pink Maiden under siege then. Let's march. No, you just march to Swords Dance for now, actually. So we've just lost a load of our troops, which is annoying. But all we need to do is get Lord Piper under our control. At least then we can get rid of him. execute him or imprison him. They're going to attack that army, so we can't disband. Oh, they're not going to get away in time? That's frustrating. Right, let's march this army onto Pink Maiden. Hopefully, because of our event troops, we've got enough power. That's a pretty good idea as well, James Sinclair, actually. Yeah, we could take some of those for ourselves. It'll give us more income as well, having those cities. We'll see which ones we've got and see if we can do that. Right, let's get these 300 men over here. Any reinforcements we can get our hands on, we're going to need. I think we're going to have enough manpower, though, to hopefully be able to hold them off. Your vassal, Master Rawny, has been captured by Lord Peter. Okay, that's fine. Hopefully he kills him. We'll inherit the city, I think, then, which will give us more income. Stitch Grand, we could call him Stitch Grand. I'm trying to think of the other names that I used to use in the old series. Just checked him before. That's awesome, Albert. That's really good that you've gained some subs. I actually noticed myself that I've gained, well, since last night and uploading my first episode, I've gained about 10 myself. So I'm really happy. It will do. I definitely think you'll definitely fly way past 100 with the Succession series. It will help you out a lot. When I did the Succession series with One Proud Barbarian, I think I only had 200 to 300 subs around that time. Might have been a little more, actually. I can't really remember, but I know that I did gain a lot. So I hope that it does help out you, Hand, and Paradoxus in gaining more subs. Well, considering how many Vujo and Alpax have, hopefully we'll all gain a couple. Ah, yes, it was Robert, Chris, wasn't it? We had a Robert, I think we had an Arthur, several Duncans, of course a Joffrey. Can't forget a Joffrey. Right, we need to get Pink Maiden under siege. He's in hiding, though, the bastard. King Enger. Hey, we've got a King Enger. King Enger of Southstone is trying to usurp my title. Oh, he's trying to usurp my title, though, the bastard. See how it is. And welcome to the stream, Joffrey Grand. Joffrey Grand the Terrible. Yes, I do miss Joffrey Grand. We need a Joffrey Grand. We do need to make a Joffrey Grand. Fight or flee, send our family into hiding, and then we'll be commanding here, just so we can stop ourselves being captured. It's only a host of 900 men, so we will, once we capture Pink Maiden, we will march back eastward to sort that out. Just got to take Pink Maiden first. I'm not going to assault because I don't want to risk losing too much manpower. Glad that you could make it, Wodge, the legendary creator of House Redguard, an awesome house. And our militia training ground has been built. But yeah, one of the awesome houses from Andalia, one of the very old houses. The original Davos Redguard, what a legend, the Giant Slayer and the Bolton Slayer. I don't care about dragons in the slightest. Your Grace, I'm pleased to report the successful siege of Pink Maiden Castle. Lord Willis Piper could not be found, however. But we have found a Piper, so we'll take her into House of Rest. And the next province is very weakly defended. So we'll assault. And we've had a son. Perfect. Oh, and he was born stillborn. No! For fuck's sake. Well, it doesn't really matter what we name him then, does it? I'm going to name him Stitch. Because that's just my luck, isn't it? It was a long and hard night, and in the end, it seems for nothing. Little Stitch died. Words fail me. How's his sister doing, though? Still sick left, but she is 2 now. And she's got 1 marshal, so let's go for a struggle focus. But with that, yeah, I think we'll end the stream here, guys. So thank you, everyone, for coming along. I really hope that you've enjoyed it. Let me know if you do want us to carry on this as a series. I would like to do that, so I definitely want to do that as a stream series. Unless you guys would rather it be a normal series. But I think a stream series will work better, because then I haven't got to take time to record and edit, which will make it a lot easier for me. So then it can run alongside the Knights of Andalia and the Darklings series. So yeah, I think a stream will be better, actually, thinking about it. But yeah, once again, thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed. Please don't forget to smash that like button, guys. It will really help me out. And comment as well down below. And I'll see you all tomorrow for the Knights of Andalia, which I hope you will enjoy, which I know you will.